It feels like my 20F boyfriend's 21M family puts bacon in literally everything every time I visit, and I'm Jewish. My boyfriend says they must forget, but is this normal, and how am I supposed to deal with it? My boyfriend and I have been together for about 9 months. He asked me a little while ago if I wanted to come to dinner at his family's house, a family thing. I said yes, but that I didn't want to be too much trouble because of my diet, so if it wouldn't be practical, I don't have to come and we could do something another time. He said it would be fine, and he'd tell his parents. Because I'm Jewish, my whole family is, there are a lot of rules about what you can and can't eat. We can't eat dairy and meat together, we have to wait a certain time after eating one of them until we can eat the other, we can't eat anything with blood, and we can only eat certain animals, shellfish, pork, and some other meats aren't allowed. I'm not super strict, so I'm not very fussy about the particles, the rules about utensils, things like that. My boyfriend knows about this, I've talked about it before. And I feel like most people know the basics about what we can do and what we can't. Like the dairy and meat rules, and that we can't have things like pork. But I get it can be annoying for people who don't follow it, so I wasn't expecting to be able to eat most of the things. I didn't mind. But I'm not even joking, there was bacon in literally everything. The potatoes, the salads, the meat, even some of the vegetables. And that was kind of embarrassing. My boyfriend asked why I wasn't eating, and I said I couldn't eat bacon. He said his mother must have forgotten. Which was fine, although kind of awkward, but those things happen. So I let that go. Then a few months later, he asked me to go to one of those things again. I said yes, I kind of thought I should, and I figured it couldn't be that bad, but the same thing happened again. My boyfriend said again that she must have forgotten. Annoying again. Then I was studying with my boyfriend at his house. And she offered us chocolate chip cookies, with bacon in them. And I just want to bang my head against a wall. I don't get it, I really don't. Now I don't know the average American diet. But I just don't think it's normal to be putting bacon in everything. And it's making going to his house and seeing his family really awkward. And I don't want to be one of those people that makes everything catered to them, and I don't want people to think I am, but it's really weird. Now, I could definitely be making this a bigger deal than it is, but I feel like if I was told that someone who was coming couldn't eat something, I wouldn't forget. I don't want to sound entitled, but it makes everything really awkward, and I feel embarrassed by it. It just seems like something so small to not do, and while I will say I've never eaten bacon, so I don't know if it's really good and should be put in most things, but it just feels weird. I've told my boyfriend this, and he said his mother must just forget. And I've said that if he wants me to see his family, if he could please try and do something to make sure he doesn't forget. I feel like I'm being annoying, but it's really frustrating because it feels like every time, it ends up like this. I don't want to seem immature, and I just don't get what I'm supposed to do about it.